Okay, I just want to talk about some things that I really like, and then talk about some things that I think is why you were probably being bothered. Okay, so into your leg kick, there's pretty good forward movement, so I like that you're shifting your weight as that's happening. So I really don't see anything behind this line, okay? Especially your hand. Okay, so a lot of kids, you'll see this hand really break behind this line. So everything up until this point, I think is pretty darn good. I will say one thing that might help a little bit, but isn't that big of an issue, is just how your knee takes this path instead of traveling down a little bit before coming out. So you'll see that happen. Okay, so if we could get our knee to go down just a little bit more, it might help, but it's really not that big of a deal because you are moving as this happens. Okay, so I see your head and hips moving. Your right leg is in a really good position. Your upper half timing is really good. Okay, so if I take you into this point right before your foot hits the ground, basically everything checks out. Like I said earlier, the left leg is a little bit, that might be the only thing we really adjust up until this point, but to be in this position right now is pretty darn good, dude. Like, and I'm saying if you were a college player, I'd be like, dang, this is pretty darn good. So a lot of really good things that you're doing naturally, okay? Take you into when your foot comes down. So this is contact. You can't see it from this angle, but so right now your arm would be vertical. So if I looked behind you, your elbow to hand would be straight up and down, completely perpendicular. So right now, by the time you actually land, your arm is starting to whip already. So your hand is closer to the lobby than your elbow is right now, if that makes sense. Your elbow is, yep. Yeah, so your arm is externally rotating, it's starting to whip by this time. It's a tiny bit early, I think I know why, but let's just take this all the way through, okay? So the fact that I see your elbow above your head, that's extremely healthy. The fact that at release, your chest is this far out in front of your front leg, very, very good. So I'm seeing a lot of really good things. So do not forget what you do well, because those are the things that you want to continue to build on. So when we tell you, when we ask you to move, a certain way and suggest, some adjustments, never forget how good you're doing everything in general. Okay, so this should never, making adjustments and trying to get better shouldn't change your confidence level. Okay, all right, so those are all the things that I will like. I'm gonna do another video for some of the adjustments that I want to make.